So we are on the last day of 2018 in the grand illusion and scheme of things. Whether it's truly 2018, I do not know. Time is an illusion by itself anyway, and with those tinkering and tampering with everything, things change not just daily, but sometimes minute by minute. So if you read something and go back to it, it could be completely different. So definitely live in the moment and receive that which is being relayed to you in that moment, and just set it aside. I started making this video, and I was trying to talk about, I drew a card the last 8 days out of this deck, one card, and the first card was the Magician and the last card was the Three of Swords. And the divination meanings have changed since drawing each card. So really be awake and really get what you can in the moment, and then just set it aside, which I'm going to do, because I got the message loud and clear, and it was a message for me, apparently, because in trying to share it with you, it was near impossible, because of this whole time dilation, and the messing with everything. They are trying very, very hard to keep this going. Every piece of the living creator that has been trapped here within, they don't want to let go of at all. And they will do anything to keep a hold of you if you have the Christ within. But when it pleased God, and you know how I feel about the word God, so I'm going to say Father. When it pleased Father, who separated me from my mother's womb and called me by his grace, to reveal his Son in me, which is the Christ, that I might preach him among the heathen, immediately I was conferred not with flesh and blood. And I have been dealing all afternoon with those beings not of flesh and blood. Let me tell you. So, which is not another, but there be some that trouble you and would pervert the gospel of Christ. But though we, or an angel from heaven, preach any other gospel unto you than that which we have preached unto you, let him be accursed. As we said before, so I say now again, if any man preach any other gospel unto you than that ye have received, let him be accursed. For do I now persuade men or God? Or do I seek to please men? For if I yet pleased men, I should not be the servant of Christ. if you have the Christ within, you do not need another person preaching you gospel of truth. For the truth is within you, it's written in you. You are a piece of the Christ that was put in here to help those grow, learn, love, and come out on the other side into the living creation. So many things and beings were created with just one energy, the male masculine energy, and the feminine energy was left out. And this place was designed in love to gain access to that piece which is missing, that you may receive the Christ and move forward in the living creation. But the seraphim, oh no, they aren't having it. They are not having it. But a lot of their technology has turned on them. And so they've got their hands full, let's just put it that way. I want to do a reading for those of us trapped here within the Christ within you, in me, and the celestial body. I don't care if you think it's flat or spherical. When it comes down to it, it is of light and vibration. Light is of the masculine energies, and the vibration is of the mother of matter. When you get a tarot deck, you want to shuffle it up real good, and then you want to draw a card. And that card is what's going to connect you to the deck. This is the card I drew for this deck. The moon card. There's a light shining on that. It's a woman holding up the moon. There's a lobster grabbing onto her. It appears to be a lobster to me. A lot of people say that the feminine energies are the moon. I do not believe this at all. She's holding up the moon. And then this card here I drew out of this. This isn't a full tarot deck. It has 32 cards within it. Oh, jeepers creepers. And actually, I want to read what is written in this book for this deck here. Well, actually, I'll show it too. I am the sage, the old woman, the girl. I am the sun, the moon, the stars, and the wind. I am the earth, the water, the fields, the green grass. I am the melody of the ancestors. I am the children's heartbeat. I am the great spirit that never left. I am the mother, I am the daughter, sister, teacher, and disciple. You know, I was reading a poem not long ago that I wrote about how the Great One is here, but the Great One never left. It's been with us here, within, and without all along. And that writing there really reminds me of that a lot. That the Christ has never left. The Christ has always been walking with us, has been walking the path with us all along. And these few bad apples, actually there's more than a few, but these bad apples are not going to be allowed to rot those that wish to proceed and found this gift, just that, a gift, and we're grateful, and we're trying very hard to connect with the living creation. And so we have earth to the west, we have water to the east, we have fire to the south, and we have air to the north, which I want to clear that the Christ may come through this reading. Sage. This is sage for those of you that don't know. I'm pretty sure all my subscribers know exactly what it is. You know, a lot of people are, as of lately, saying there is no hope. There is no hope. But what was at the bottom of Pandora's box when it was opened and all left the box? What was at the bottom of the box? The only thing at the bottom of the box was hope. That's right. So I think I'll keep my hopium. I'll put my hopium in my pocket and let faith walk the rest of the way to eternity. Okay, so I'm going to take this deck first. This is the full tarot deck. And we're just going to do a past, present, future. I'm not going to do a big spread on this. And you'll have to forgive my fingers here. They just don't want to move anymore. I mean, it's hard to pick up stuff, let alone shuffle. I mean, they literally don't want to move. And I just had recently, I just recently got rid of all of my wounds. I've been carrying a wound on one or more fingers for months now, and it all got healed up, and it's like clockwork. Last night I basically cut the tip of my middle finger off, literally. One day I'll have my mobility back. One day when the self-proclaimed gods no longer rule over this gift that they have usurped. It is a really, really dark, dreary, sinister looking day. Oh my goodness. Let's shed some love on it. Let's shed some love on it. Okay. See what I mean? It's like I have little nubs. I'm working with nubs, guys. You know, I'm laughing because I'd rather laugh than cry. Oh, you know what I forgot? I forgot to put my card in. Oh my goodness. Look what I forgot to do. Oh my goodness gracious crazy. Well, we're gonna have to shuffle again. Let's start with this one. That's okay. If you don't first succeed, try again. Right? I mean, my goodness. If we didn't, this whole experiment would have been over a long time ago. Right? If we all would have just gave up. If the Christ would have just said, "I'll forget it." I forgot that card over there. I'm tired. I ain't doing this anymore. Goodbye. Good riddance to y'all. No, that's not how love works. That's not how the Christ works. No, Mr. Ray. Christ will be here until the very end. To the very end of time. Of this time matrix. Christ will be walking with you. We'll do it one more time for good measure. For good measure. So what this reading's going to be, like I said, it's going to be a reading for 2019 for the living. For the living. Creative energies that reside within, that have been put within to bring together that which was created, with just the masculine energies and not with both energies. It takes two to tango, guys. It takes two to tango. It takes two, not one. We are all one, mind you. But as far as this creation is concerned, it takes two. Oh, Lord have mercy on my finger stumps. So past, present, future for the new year, for the living creation that is residing within this time matrix. Technically, they can only go horizontal. They can't go vertical. So what they have done is they designed within their horizontal reality. Within that, they have created a vertical Jacob's ladder, so that they can pretend to be gaining access into the higher realms. And actually, there's only one realm outside of this matrix. There isn't all these different levels. I mean, you're either in or you're not. Once you are outside of this matrix, you are a part of the whole living creation, and there is no levels of ascending status. And the only place that there's status is here within the confines of this matrix. And I'll tell you what, it has been so disheveled and disarrayed, and it's nothing like it was when it was created. Nothing like it was. And so have to forgive me a second here. I want to find something out real quick. This is a new deck. That's why I'm in a long dead silence here. I was just gonna wing it here, you know. I wasn't gonna try to come in here and act all I know all, I'll see y'all, because I certainly don't. I'm not Mr. Know-It-All by any means. I just have a little piece of Christ within. That's all. My intent is love. And albeit I am not perfect, so sometimes I come across like the complete opposite. It's not hard to do here, I'll tell you that right now. It's really, really, really easy to lose yourself, lose the love. And it just, I was just wondering, if when you're just using 3 cards, how this deck works. Okay, the first card in this book is the current situation. The second will indicate how to face it, and the third will indicate how it will conclude. So basically, the first card is future. In the middle, second is present, and third is the conclusion. Future. Right? Did I say that right? If I didn't, please forgive me. Okay, guys. Make sure you know I'm not cheater. I'm not cheater punkinator here. I'll do that again since my big old sausage fingers just won't pick it. It just won't pick it up. Oh my goodness. Okay. Alrighty. Oh, well, looky there. It's my card, the card I picked when I first opened the deck. That is the present. Right? The 5 of Cups. And an upside down Page of Cups. It's really have a, I wonder if that's a candle. Is that the candle or is that the light bulb? That's the light bulb. I'll move these down a little bit. Okay, and I can put these aside now. Oh yeah, and I got those 2 wounds too. Yeah, can't go a week without some kind of wound on my fingers. Of course, this is, well, I use both my hands really well, but playing guitar, there's no pressing down on any guitar strings anytime soon. I mean, I literally cut the tip of my finger off. So we got present, past, and the future. Present, past, future. Well, that's how I'm working it. That's how I'm going to work this right now. Present, past, future. Okay. So did I shuffle those again? I'm going to do it just in case I forgot. And that's how my mind is. From one moment to the next, I just don't know if I'm coming or going. I could have and I couldn't have, and I could have done both. Or I could have done both. Okay. Think real hard, people. Think real hard on love and Christ, the Christ within, and what will come. You know what? I don't think this one has. It doesn't have a reversal meaning, so I'm gonna put it so you can see it proper, like. It doesn't have a reverse meaning on these. It's face value, and I kind of like that. You know, it is what it is. I like things like that. Okay, guys. Okie dokie, smokies. Okay, right now, our present situation, I think we all, that light is really bothering me. It's taken away from the beauty of the cards. I'm going to see if I can't fix that. I suppose doing that kind of does that, but let me try something. Let me just try something here. If you bear with me a second. That ain't gonna work either. Oh well. Oh well. I will do this so that you may see. Oh gosh, everywhere I go. Okay, let's see if I can't get this without a glare on it. Okay. I just want you to see the cards, the moon. This is my card for this deck. I pulled it. This was the card I pulled. I find that I don't know what I find that. And that's very, very truthful there. Okay. I'm going to set you down. Set you down here. And for the present, we have the moon. The moon. Have you noticed that, like, you know, the books that come with each deck are so different from one another? I mean, very different. I mean, there really isn't a standard. I guess the standard within of how the card makes you feel when you look at it. What the Christ within tells you. But let's see what, this is the Sacred Rose Tarot, these cards here. And I got it because I have a tattoo of a rose with a sword going through it with a serpent wrapped around it. and it signifies to me, what it means to me is our paradise lost. And this tattoo is older than my daughter, and she's 25, so it has nothing to do with Paradise Lost, Milton's poetry, which I read that book. I always called it the Divine Comedy, though. But I got it for the rose um, symbolism, to be honest. Okay. The moon. Set in a somber atmosphere of heavy tropical leaves and hanging shrouds, the figure of the moon appears to be suspended in time and space. Wow. In a posture of a dance, although the dance is similar to the dance of death. She presses her left hand to her breast as to control frenzy and ecstasy. Oh, wasn't I just talking about that? Being made, these overlaid frequencies, just the frenzy and torture and torment, but yet um, feeling like someone's diddling my daddle, of pure ecstasy. Wow. Anyway, I don't mean to be crude, guys. I'm just telling you what I've been experiencing. I mean, the two are complete opposites. They shouldn't even coexist in the same box, okay? You shouldn't be feeling pain and torture and a frenzy state of being while you're having orgasmic ecstasy at the same time. It's an oxymoron. Anyway, the thin web between the trees suggests entanglement and signifies self-initiated conflicts. The figure of the moon wears a green robe, which normally indicates fertility, but in this instance, her power only serves to hold back the clinging crayfish. Oh, it's a crayfish. Yeah, it's a it's a mini me of the lobster, which eventually is forced to return to its own environment. Thus, the scene illustrates deception and disappointment. The Lilith figure of the moon has linked herself to the power of the overhead moon, and now she is a crone. The purple hair that serves as a base for the recycling moon also suggests the power of thought that is not fully expressed. The moon itself sheds a large tear, for it must go through the painful cycle of growing and receding and cannot control its effect upon nature. Change is not always easy and often causes pain and anguish. The barren ground, which with its empty crevices is a dramatic contrast to the colorful foliage and flowers found in many of the other cards. Yet hope pervades, as seen by the presence of the cosmos at the bottom of the card. The definition meaning: hidden changes, dreams, and intuitions of a foreboding nature, lore astral traveler, psychic development, secrets guarded within the recesses of the soul, deception. Well, I'm not going to read the reverse meaning because it's not reversed. Okay. So where we're at is we're in the present moment right now. Okay, and its partner, number 19, is memory. Interesting. Memory is the capacity to conserve and recall information, emotions, and events by searching within our minds. It forms one of the bases of human knowledge and it is fed by the sensory impressions left on us by what surrounds us and will form the next material world of actions. Memory also the function that allows us to recall our ancestors, the people we have loved that have left us, just like our past experiences. The advice of the dead: take advantage of the reverse of culture and experience that people that came before us have accumulated. So go within, the Christ within. And I'm not going to say anything more of how I'm feeling my emotions and how I am connecting to these two cards, the two present cards, because I want the Christ within you to get what message is for you and not for what's meant for me. Okay. And if need be, go back and rewind and listen to what each card means. And I'm going to do the same actually because there's a lot there right there. I mean, there's a lot there that can be expounded on, and the word is eluding me. But anyway. This isn't about me. This is about the Christ within. The Christ within. Okay. The present. And we have the past here in the middle. And we have the Five of Cups. Five of Cups. This book is really put together different. They've got like all the fours. Let me see if I can show you. See, they got all the fours like put together. Usually they have them, they have all the cups in one section and all the pentacles in one section. Now this is all the fours are together. All the fives are together. So the Five of Cups. A woman stands in a restless sea of waves. As the moon lights her way, she spills the contents of two cups into the sea. She is unaware of the white rose blossoming from the fifth cup. I was just looking at the picture, sorry guys. Okay, so we have the present. We're in the past now. This card of emotional motivations, loss, sadness, regret, and failure to enjoy life. Disappointment with children and family life is unfounded. So I'm not going to read the reversal because it's not prevalent. But it was really short, So, oh, wait. Oh, I didn't. Oh, wait a second. I didn't. It's just the fives. The four fives represent motivations and are ruled by the planet Mars. I forgot to read this part, which is probably really kind of important, right? The fives deal with the purpose and actions involved in the situation. And the Five of Cups is loss of pleasure, the loss of pleasure. In our past, we lost the loss of pleasure, the loss of pleasure. Okay. And it's partner card. I want to tap this, see if it can get brighter. This is the Five of Cups partner card. I don't think I held that up either, which I'm going to right now. You want to push pause so that you can study it. A picture can say 1,000 words. Maybe that's why there's so few words. At least for me, I can look at a picture and get all kinds of information from it. Okay. So, 26. 26, work. This card represents the practical act. After the spark lit by the previous card, birth. 25, with awareness, we descend a second staircase to bring our act into the universe. Through constant work on ourselves, we build our future step by step, brick by brick, and we sow seeds for the harvest. 27 and 4, 27 is the harvest card. And for the following staircases to ascend. The advice of the dead. Proceed courageously, without hesitation, working with consistency on the basis of your work. Present, past, and now our future. I suppose some might be saying, well, these two should be switched around. And maybe on some occasions, yes. In my world, there's no right or wrong. Only intent. What is the intent? Okay. Okay, we present, past, and what do we have to look forward in the future for 2018? This Christ within. We have the Page of Cups, and it is presented to us upside down. And its partner card. Page of Cups. A youth enters onto a carpet of blossoming flowers. Through the doorway of the sea, in the youth's right hand, a gold cup sparkles, and in its left hand, a white rose of purity is carried on a velvet pillow. This card signifies the meditative, loyal, spiritual, and sensitive person who will be helpful. a reflective situation, news or knowledge of art or culture is brought. Okay, so the reverse meaning: insensitivity to others, a flatterer and deceiver, selfishness. My golly, bisgolly, haven't we had that enough already? Woo! Woo! Okay, it's well, let's look at the picture for some other things going on. Okay, number 2, we got a partner card here, so masculine. It's I mean, this isn't about us, this is about the Christ within and the whole celestial embodiment. So this makes sense a little bit. Nothing against you, man. I love you. The first active, dynamic, and creative impulse that energies emerge. Wait, let me start over. The first active, dynamic, and creative impulse that emerges from the darkness. This second card is no less than the fundamental force of the universe. The first push towards the outside, a channel of passage, both stimulating and vital, the desire to become and to evolve. This desire, however, cannot be satisfied because the energy, much like fuel outside the combustion chamber, is not yet structured, disciplined, and stable. The dice of the dead. Your abilities are at their peak, but you need to focus better on your objectives. Perhaps asking for advice from a masculine or paternal figure. Okay. Well, there you have it, folks. There you have it, folks. Happy New Year.